In one fast-growing mid-state town, teenagers are dying at an alarming rate.
In fact, 3 took their own lives in just the past year.
The teens say too often adults don't understand what drives them to the suicide. News Channel 5's Nick Barris talked to a once suicidal teen who created the Facebook page, We All Matter. No adults, just teens helping other teens to survive.
It's crazy that something like this would happen around here.
Yeah, it really is.
You just never know.
No one would have thought that anybody would have done this.
For these teens, it's hard to imagine their friend feeling more alone. And here, along these tracks, their friend took his own life.
So it can be very, sombering to see, and think about being alone on this long stretch. And it really just adds to the isolation that he must have already felt.
Austin Watson and Taylor Wilson Prim mourn the loss. They can't explain what exactly led their popular college-bound friend to lie down in front of a train, but Watson thinks he might understand.
I couldn't see a future for me. I couldn't see any potential. And so I just thought that, I don't belong in this world.
The 18-year-old graduate of Mount Juliet High School was determined to kill himself. For years, he had felt
depression, isolation, just several feelings. And I thought, possibly that it was part of growing up.
But the pain never went away. Suicide seemed the only escape. In one last cry for help, Watson told his unsuspecting mother goodbye. Her reaction?
Horrified, actually. We did a lot of crying and a lot of talking, a lot of soul searching, and it was several hours of conversation that day, and then I didn't want to let him out of my sight.
I thought, about shooting myself or, taking pills.
And Watson says with help from his family, he finally got the help he needed. He knows it could have come sooner, but for years, Watson felt isolated, hesitant to reach out to grown-ups.
What do you think adults don't understand about what teens are going through?
A lot of adults just kind of think that it's a phase.
So Watson feels many teens continue to suffer in silence. As he flips through his high school yearbook, he knows the smiles can deceive.
Everyone looks happy, and you really don't know who is feeling such pain that's almost indescribable.
Watson says they need somewhere to turn, and from a young person's perspective, he believes teens often relate better to other teens. With this in mind, he created a website.
This is the We All Matter page on Facebook. Well, this site is basically just a place for people to come to just share their stories and their struggles, and it's a judgment-free zone.
Watson shared his own story, and he's since connected with others from across the country who have shared theirs.
Your suicide message really spoke to me. I've been battling with this for a while, but I've kept it to myself.
Watson knows this only too well. He's been there.
I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. I'm so glad that you confided in me. It's pretty crazy that I'd rather tell this to a complete stranger over my best friends.
And that, says Watson, is what We All Matter is all about.
So people can, come and hopefully get the guidance and support that they're looking for.
He doesn't know if the website would have saved his friend who took his life on the tracks.
It's depressing to see people we've grown up with just losing them like that.
But Watson believes We All Matter can reach other teens living in despair who contemplate death. And the outlet may help them realize there's hope and that life is worth living. Nick Barris, News Channel 5 HD.
Let's hope it does. Watson says his Facebook page is now attracting visitors from across the country. We've added to his link to his page on newschannel5.com.